Welcome to your English literature class. Very good morning to all of you. Hope you all are absolutely fit and fine and keeping good health. Yes. So what we are going to do today, we are going to start a new chapter. Right. And the chapter is from my little book of literature. The chapter is from my little book of literature. So children, for that you need to turn to page number 41 of my little book of literature. Please turn to page number 41. It's a very interesting story of Akbar and Birbal. We will actually learn about how they met for the first day, after which Birbal became the courtier of Akbar's court. Courtier means people who are companions or advisors to a king or queen. Okay, so shall we start? Yeah. Emperor Akbar loved to go riding. Even as a child, he would run away from his lessons and go riding on his favorite horse. So Emperor Akbar was fond of riding. When he grew up, he was a more skillful rider than any of his courtiers. So when he grew up, when he became adult, he was a more skillful rider than any of his courtiers. One day, while riding through the forest, Akbar and some of his courtiers moved so fast that they left all others behind. They had travelled a long distance from Agra. By evening, they realized that they had got lost. So by evening, after riding for so many hours, they finally realized that, oh my God, we lost our path, we lost our way. So how can we return back to Agra now? They were tired and went on slowly. Soon, they reached a place where three roads meet. So after riding for a long time, for long hours, they reached a place where three roads meet. Three points on the road. Some is going to, left, right, and in this way. At last, the emperor exclaimed. Then turning to his men, he asked, which way shall we go? Which road goes to Agra? So he was actually confused and he was turning to his men and asking that, now tell me which way to go. Which road leads to Agra? Or which road goes to Agra? The roads all looked the same. It was hard to tell which road led to Agra. So all the roads looked the same. How can anyone say without knowing that yes, this road is going to Agra? The men looked at each other. So they were also confused. They started staring at each other. Just then a man came walking down one of the roads. Just then they saw a man walking down, coming down there to them. The emperor's men called out to him and ordered him to come forward. He did so, looking up at the richly dressed riders with bright eyes. Tell us, young man, said Emperor Akbar, which road goes to Agra? So Emperor Akbar asked that person that, can you please help us by telling that which road goes to Agra? The man smiled. Huzur, that is, Huzur is an actually Arabian Urdu word used to address a respected person. So Huzur, everybody knows that roads cannot move, and you are actually Akbar. What did Akbar ask? Akbar asked that which road goes to Agra. So does a road move? No. So this is what that youth with bright eyes, that young man with bright eyes replied. That Huzur, everybody knows that roads cannot move. How can this or that road go to Agra or anywhere else? He said. He chuckled at his own joke. Chuckled means laugh silently, laughed quietly. So after saying this, after giving this reply, he actually chuckled. There was absolute silence. Everyone was silent. The emperor stared down at the youth. That is, the emperor was sitting in a horse and on a horse, and he was staring down at that young man. His courtiers held their breath. That is, they were very afraid that yes, Akbar is going to be very angry now. They knew that they knew the emperor's temper. Temper means anger. Not one of them dared to say a word. None uttered a single word. The man said, "People travel, not the roads, do they?" So the young man again said, "I think people travel and not the roads. Roads remain the same and we travel through the roads, isn't it?" "No, they don't," the emperor replied and began to laugh. So emperor was not angry. He began to laugh after saying that, "Yes, you are right, my boy. Roads don't move." Nervously, his courtiers began to laugh too, so they all also started laughing. The youth ignored them and continued to look up at the emperor with twinkling eyes. That is, with bright shining eyes, the young man continued to look at the emperor only. "What's your name?" Emperor Akbar asked him. Emperor Akbar asked the young man that what is his name. "Mahesh Das," he replied. "And what is your name, Huzur?" So after replying that, "Yes, my name is Mahesh Das. What is your name?" The emperor took off an enormous emerald, that is a big emerald, ring from his hand, big and precious. Leaning down, he gave it to Mahesh Das. Leaning down means bowed down. And that means he actually bent down and gave it to Mahesh Das. Okay. "So you are speaking to Akbar, Emperor of Hindustan," he said. "We need fearless young men such as you at our court, Mahesh Das. At our court, Mahesh Das. Bring this ring with you when you come and I shall recognize you immediately." So he said, after I went away, you just come up to my court and just bring this ring with you so that I can recognize you that yes, you are Mahesh Das. And now, show us the road we must take in order to go to Agra. Now, what did Akbar said? Akbar said that now please, gentlemen, tell us the road which led to Agra. Mahesh Das bowed low and pointed towards the capital, that is Delhi. After going through Delhi, then only they can, reach Agra. The emperor turned his horse and galloped away, followed by his courtiers. Mahesh Das later became Emperor Akbar's favorite courtier and was called Raja Birbal by the emperor. So Mahesh Das was given the name Birbal by Emperor Akbar. So later on, he was known as Raja Birbal, who is a courtier of Akbar's court. Okay, this is such a nice story. This one is. Next day we shall do the question answers and true and false. Children, please go through this chapter. I guess you all enjoyed this chapter well. Right? So till then, stay home, stay safe, stay blessed. Take good care of yourself and your family members. Have a good day. Bye-bye.